The rain on the day Elias first saw Anya wasn't just water. It was the washing away of his old world. She was standing in the market square, a textbook clutched to her chest, her dress faded, but her eyes holding a universe of stars. He, a farm boy with dirt under his nails and dreams as small as his family's plot, knew in that instant his heart was no longer his own. His love wasn't whispered in grand promises, but measured in silent sacrifices. He took extra work at the mill until his hands bled. He sold his father's old pocket watch, the only thing of value he'd ever owned. He ate one meal a day so the coins he saved could become notebooks, tuition fees, and a warm coat for her winters in the city. His love was the quiet engine behind her education. When she was diagnosed with a failing kidney and the world dimmed, his decision was instantaneous, a simple equation of her life over his own well-being. "Take mine," he said, as if offering a spare apple. The scar on his side became a testament, a part of him forever woven into her survival. Her graduation day was to be his triumph, the fruit of all his giving. Instead, she met him under the old oak tree, her diploma in hand, her eyes unable to meet his. "Elias," she began, her voice cool and formal. "I've grown. I've changed. I've fallen out of love." The words were knives. "There's someone else. He can offer me a future. Security." The man, Cale, was polished, with a car that shone under the sun. A sun that had suddenly gone cold for Elias. His world didn't just crack, it atomized. The why he choked out hung in the air, unanswered. Weeks bled into a gray haze. Purpose had died with her words. Cale came to him, an envelope thick with banknotes in his hand. "For the kidney, for the expenses, consider it a debt settled," he said, his tone brisk, businesslike. Elias looked at the money, then threw it, as if it were mist. "You cannot buy what was given freely," he said, his voice hollow but clear. "Keep it. Just ensure she is well. That is all I ever wanted." He turned away, leaving Cale standing there. The transaction refused. Elias left the town, the ghost of his old life clinging to him. He carried the devastation not as a wound, but as a fuel. He worked, he learned, he built. The kindness in him, though bruised, wasn't broken. He treated people fairly. His word became his bond. And slowly, from the ashes of a shattered heart, he built an empire of integrity. He married a woman with a laugh that healed. And they had a daughter whose eyes held their own stars, not borrowed, but born of a happy home. Years later, Cale's business, built on shaky foundations and leveraged dreams, was teetering on collapse. A single sponsorship deal from a renowned conglomerate, Ethelgard Industries, was the last lifeline. The meeting was in a soaring office, all glass and quiet power. Cale, sweating in his best suit, launched into his pitch. The CEO's chair turned slowly. Cale's blood turned to ice. It was Elias, older, filled out, with an aura of calm authority that seemed to fill the room. Not a trace of the poor farm boy remained, except in the steady, knowing gaze. The presentation died in Kyle's throat. Elias listened, then simply nodded. "The deal is yours. The terms are as my team drafted. No changes." Stunned, Kyle stammered, "Why? After everything?" Elias's gaze was impenetrable. "For the children. I've seen their pictures in your file. They deserve stability." There was no gloating, no revenge, just a simple, devastating mercy. Cale returned home, shattered in a new way. He told his wife, Anya, who was juggling 2 toddlers in a home fraying at the seams. She laughed, a sharp, nervous sound. "That's impossible. My Elias? Rich? A CEO? It must be someone who looks like him. Your stress is making you imagine things. As the deadline loomed and final signatures were needed, desperation took hold. He agreed, but only after seeing you. Us, Cale lied, a seed of shame growing in his gut. You have to go. You have to secure this. For our family. Anya stood before the monolithic Ethelgard Tower, her confidence a thin veneer. In the serene office, when the door opened and he entered, time folded in on itself. He was unmistakably Elias, yet he was a stranger, a man of power and profound peace. Tears, hot and unbidden, poured down her cheeks. She saw no anger in his face, no hatred, just a calm, neutral expression, as if she were a former acquaintance. "Anya," he greeted, "there was no need for you to come. Your husband could have finalized everything. The deal is done." "Why?" she whispered, the word echoing his own from years past. "I told Kyle, for your children." He paused, then added gently, "I have a daughter now too, and a wife I adore. I've moved on, Anya. I'm not stuck in the past you left behind." His kindness was the cruelest mirror. She cried, deep, heaving sobs of true, belated remorse. "I'm so sorry, Elias. I was so wrong." He waited for her storm to subside. Then he asked, his voice quiet but clear, "If I hadn't gotten rich, Anya, if I was still a broken man, and your husband's business was failing anyway, would you have ever known you did something cruel? Would you have ever wondered if I was alive, or how I survived after I gave you everything?" His eyes held hers. "Would you even remember that a part of me still keeps you alive?" She had no answer. The truth sat between them, heavier than any contract. He stood, signaling the end. "The papers will be signed. Live well, Anya, truly." As she left, she understood the full measure of her loss. It wasn't the wealth he now possessed. It was the man he had always been, generous, steadfast, and profoundly good. She had traded a diamond for polished glass, and only now, as the glass cracked, could she see the true, unbreakable light of what she had thrown away. Elias watched her go, then turned to the window, where the sun shone on a city he helped build, his heart finally and completely his own.